Zerline now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And off we go to wrap up the week on a Monday night. Throwing to start the drive. Archer. And that's to Amon-Ra St. Brown. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. Some early fireworks on the first play from scrimmage.
The last fireworks I saw, July 4th, okay? Here they are celebrating the start of this game the exact same way. Explosive right out of the gate.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
They'll run for the first time to DeAndre Swift. And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this.
Touchdown, Detroit! Jamison Williams with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Lions put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Keneduagu now out of his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, this defense for the Lions, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
2nd down, they go right back to Cook. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. On 3rd and 2, Westbrook. And that's caught. It's Brian Edwards. And he will have a Vikings first down, and he's going to have it by plenty. Able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 2. The Vikings at 4-7 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much. And it turned out that it got into his head a little bit. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And able to
to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
Archer now. From the gun, he'll throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Amon-Ra St. Brown, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. Taking it about the 1. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Back to throw. Westbrook. And he fires one that's intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Extra point try now for Patterson. It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0.
Makes the score Lions 21, Vikings nothing.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Nwogu now from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
Vikings take over first and 10.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
7 yards there and a first down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Throwing on first down. Westbrook. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
On first and 10, Westbrook. And oh, a dangerous throw there. Nearly intercepted on the sideline, but it's incomplete. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in week 4. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. On second down, Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
To throw on third down, Westbrook. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again.
But with the score where it is, you're not thinking field goals right now. You need touchdowns. So that was a much-needed conversion there on third down.
21-0, our score after one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Westbrook got his man complete over the middle. It's Edwards. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try waiting to the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
This is a critical sequence here for this offense. Things really haven't gone their way so far. This could be their chance to get back into it, but they've got to find a way to punch this ball in.
It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Bryan Edwards from 4 yards out. And the Vikings are able to cut into that deficit. Zerline connects on the extra point, and they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
23 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 20.
And he's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, 2 is not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open
4
downfield.
yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the Vikings 48-yard line.
Archer to throw on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. The 20, 5, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, they matched their opponent's pick 6 from earlier. Those are some crucial points that may prove pretty consequential as to how this one plays out.
And Brandon, I think now we're not just watching how they move around the field, but we're checking their psychology out a little bit, aren't we? Because that defense, they're about to go right back out with all the momentum on their side. That's for the opposing offense. You wonder if there's going to be some hesitation to lean entirely on the passing game to try and mount a counterattack.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They've seen their 21-0 advantage cut to just 7, so time to go back to work here. 1st and 10. He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Detroit.
Complete to Jameson Williams.
Well, let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you come around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's a... He's got a man, complete! And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. This looks like a roughing call. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Operating from the gun, Westbrook. And he's got this to Jefferson. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. The end result, 21 yards. Cook. Going to take this down just short of the goal line. He got 3, but could not get the ball over the chalk. Give him 3 on the gain there. 2nd and goal. They'll go with a keeper. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. 3rd and goal now, mere inches from Pater. They'll try and sneak it here. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it.
No gain on the play. Brings up 4th and goal.
It's a quarterback sneak, and this time he breaks the plane. He's in for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Vikings' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Zerline good with a PAT, and they're within 7 now, 28-21. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 21-yard line. The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Complete. It's Henry. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the 1st down.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
They'll look to throw again. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Man open. It's St. Brown. He's got it. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Archer. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
That's into the hands of Edwards. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range as well, down at the 17-yard line. Operating from the gun, Westbrook eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Looking to throw. Westbrook. And this is Cook with a grab. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Again, he'll drop to throw. Got an open man finding Jefferson. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the 2nd half. This fielded right at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Westbrook. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Edwards. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And complete right side to Cook. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he will have the Vikings first down. They needed 5 there on third down. He winds up getting 7. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Oh, good move. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 42 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And he will slide down, but a penalty marker down. And this may be all for naught. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so, because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there at 22. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw. Westbrook. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And it's caught. Touchdown. Justin Jefferson from 8 yards out. And the Vikings are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Zerline connects on the extra point, and we are all tied at 28. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that. Swift is hit, and he coughs it up. And the Vikings pick up the football. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. And now, after coughing up the football, serious concerns on that sideline. Their defense surrenders the tying touchdown to start the third quarter, and now the offense follows that up by committing the turnover.
And I think you're sensing the exact same thing that I'm sensing, that the energy
much different here in the second half. We talk about it a lot, but you can feel it kind of rippling through the stadium, and it's affecting the players.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Westbrook. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Bryan Edwards with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Vikings have scored again in this 3rd quarter, this time to move out in front. Zerline good with a PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Archer. And that will be incomplete.
I would dare say that these guys would like to give their defense a little bit more rest since they gave up a touchdown their last time out. For the last one, man, that's not going to happen.
Yep, they're going to have to grab those helmets, get right back out there. It'll be a 41-yard punt, given 5 on the return. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that will be incomplete. Now, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. The Vikings send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Returnable here from the 38. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. Swift going to try up the middle. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Still a few inches short of a 1st down as they come up now on 2nd down. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Taken in at the 3. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Now Cook hit and he lost the football. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line. And that, Charles, you'd have to think a pretty avoidable mistake.
You're exactly right about that, partner, because it all comes down to covering up the football. Look, turnovers are going to happen. They're inevitable. But in a tie game in the third quarter, those turnovers can change the tide of the ball game. And now it's up to their defense to try and bail them out. Got to take care of the ride.
Looking to throw. Archer. Flush to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Swift, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions have moved out in front here in the final minute of the third quarter. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he will not bring it out. He'll just go down to a knee here for a touchback. And the ball will come out to the 25. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Throwing to start the drive. Westbrook. And this will be caught by Edwards. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. He got 29 yards that time. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this third quarter of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Back to throw. Westbrook. It's complete to Cook. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Good pickup there, 21 yards.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
A good run there by Cook on 1st down, powering his way forward, a gain of 6.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Westbrook, his throw incomplete.
Normally he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
From the gun on 3rd down. Westbrook. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked picked off by Von Bell. And the Lions will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And able to get this to the 24-yard line. They began the play at the 12. It's also a pickup of 12 for the first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching in Atlanta, our apologies. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by the linebacker, Brian Asamoah. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football.
The Vikings take over first down 10 at the 27-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Edwards. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on first and goal. On the jet sweep, here comes Jefferson. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be second and goal.
It's a bit of a dangerous part of the field for him to break into their bag of tricks, but for a minute there, I thought it was going to set up perfectly for him. Instead, they don't get into the end zone, but they do pick up positive yardage.
They'll go with the keeper. And he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
It's their quarterback with now his second touchdown of this third quarter. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Lions take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
We know he has a lot of confidence in his arm and likes to force it downfield, but the coverage was tight there. Fortunate it wasn't picked off.
On second down, Swift. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Taken from just outside the 30. It's a 39-yard punt, and good coverage means a loss on the return. And the Vikings will take over here first and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the fourth quarter. Now throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's been on the field as well.
Able to convert on 4th and 14, a terrific play call. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. First down, here's the run with Cook. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Westbrook toward the sideline, and he will have the first down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Pardon me, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. And this is going to be intercepted. There he goes, right side. He's at the 40, 20, 10, 5, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. In a tie game 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
Nwangu now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Well, remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's...
And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Patterson now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Good. Makes the score Lions 56, Vikings 42.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on 17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Derek Barnes in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Able to find Thielen. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance. Well, by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for Detroit, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Vikings, the playoffs look to be out of reach now as they drop to 4-8. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers.
Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the play, John Madden.